Yo, so guys, I'm actually on the chart right now. As you guys can see, this is gold, and I'm currently on daily time frame. Can someone actually tell me why I'm on daily time frame? It's because I want to apply smart money concept. So, you know, one thing I love about smart money concept, smart money concept teaches us how to recognize this institutional footprint. So we are no longer like trading blindly, right? Do you want to trade blindly? Do you want to just hop in the chart blindly? You want to be able to spot key zones, key levels. So that's why I'm literally on daily time frame, and I'm pleading, please, anytime you open your chart, the first thing that should come into your mind is, please, you want to see the bigger picture of what the market is doing, the over by like overall bias of the market. What is the market telling you? So that's why I'm on daily time frame. Now, whenever I analyze gold every week, I keep things very, very simple. I don't want to complicate things and I don't want to confuse myself. So these are the things I actually focus on. I focus on three things, and one is market structure, liquidity, and entry zone. Now, let me go ahead and state them here so you can see what I'm talking about. Three things I focus on are called market structure, liquidity, and entry zone. So I'm going to be talking about market structure right now. I'm going to go on and talk about market structure. Now, I want to know, first of all, let me delete this. I don't want this to confuse us, right? Let me, because I don't want my chart to be messy. So yeah, I want to be able to know who is control in the market or who is control of the market. Is the market creating higher highs and higher lows, or is it creating lower highs or lower lower low? So this actually tell me who is currently in control of the market, buyers or sellers. And in this scenario, you can see sellers are in control of this market. And one of the most clue, like the one of the most important clue we look for is called break of structure. Break of structure. I don't play with break of structure. I always love to map out these structures. You have to know where these structures are sitting. Now, if the market is like breaking key highs, like the market is breaking key highs, it means the buyers are showing strength. Whenever you see market breaking these key levels, highs, it means that this market is breaking like this and breaking this key level. It means the market is showing buyer strength. And whenever you see this market like this, breaking lower like breaking lows. These are the lows. If market start breaking these lows and is breaking this low, it means that sellers are taking control of the market. Now, before I even think of entering a trade or executing a trade, I want to know exactly what direction the market is trying to move. If you cannot tell this, that means you are trending blindly. You want to be able to know if buyers are in control or sellers are in control. These are the things that you need to stock here. Let that stink in your head. Like you need to know this. And secondly is to spot liquidity. Now that I'm in biggest time frame, I want to show you where my break of structure are laying or are sitting in this daily time frame. So here is my break of structure. Now there is a key zone here. I believe that this market is trying to touch this key zone. This is the last leg that break the structure. So I believe that this is my OB. I believe that this market is trying to come to this point. Now let's see where our break of structure is laying. So this is my break of structure. For me, this is break of structure here. There's one break of structure here, break of structure, and there's another break of structure here. This is break of structure. Now let's go to smaller time frame to also see what the market is doing in smaller time frame. Now let's hop into four. Look, this is my 4 hour time frame. I'm going to 4 hour time frame. Now in 4 hour time frame, you guys can see, like, look at the clean picture of market structure. Look at the clean picture of break of structure, I mean to say. So now, where are my break of structure? Let me delete this because this is for like daily time frame. I don't need it here anymore. I don't need it anymore here. So let me map out the break of structures in this 4 hour time frame. So this is my break of structure. This is my break of structure. And this is another break of structure. And this is the last break of structure. No, I'm gonna use this. Yeah. So now, once you map out all these break of structure, the next thing, okay, let me just map them out. So guys, it's very, very important to always jot this down and to always map them out. You see, as I'm just labeling all these things, mapping them out is very, very necessary. Like, as you guys can see here, I have my zone and I mapped it out, and I also map it as a OB. It's very, very important to map out it. It helps you remind you that whatever you are doing in the chart, that there's a zone waiting for you. You have to be aware of those zones, because sometimes we are likely to forget about these zones and trend blindly. So that's why it's very, very important to map them out. So yeah. Now, in this 4 hour time frame right now, I'm gonna now, okay, secondly, let's talk about liquidity, because I've already finished talking about market structure, you know, and the talk about break, like what my break of structure. I've already mapped them out. Now let me talk about what is liquidity. Now liquidity, uh, once we know the trend, where the trend is going, and the next thing is to look out for liquidity. So this is where most retail trader get trapped. I've gotten trapped many times in market because of that, because I didn't know how to apply SMC, which is a smart money concept, right? I don't know how to apply it, but if you watch this video and give me your attention, and by the end of this video, I promise you, you will learn how to make money using this strategy. It's so simple. So you see, institutions, they need that your liquidity to fill their massive order, but you don't know. They need your liquidity to fill their massive order. Yeah, your liquidity serves as fuel as them to them. Your liquidity is like fuel to them. They don't just like click market. They always wait for buyer and sellers to sell to them on the other side. That's what they always wait for. And once they click that buy, man, they will clear your liquidity and the real move begins. So often you see market suddenly spike into an area, trigger a bunch of stops, and then boom, it revives. That's called liquidity sweep. It's not manipulation. People say, this market, there's a lot of manipulation. It's not manipulation. If you understand smart money concept, you will understand that these are not manipulation. So instead of you chasing, or like instead of you chasing the move, what if you wait patiently for this sweep, for this liquidity sweep to happen? Because very often that's where the real move begins. But because you trade blindly, you don't know. So now this video will help you to understand how to apply SMC in the Forex world. Now, let's continue. Now, let me identify all the liquidity in this zone. For example, now here is liquidity. This is liquidity 1. This is liquidity 1. And this is liquidity 2. Yeah, this is liquidity 2. So, for example, right now, if I'm trying to enter this trade right now, I'm not going to be looking at this particular area. Look, this area has been played out. from this area to this area has been played out. So I don't want to be looking out for them. Where my focus is going to be is here. Let me just map it out. I love mapping things out because, so let's just say this is where I want to be focusing on. Let me use consolidation box, is much clear. Yeah. So this is the area. Let me delete all this because I don't want the chart to be messy, right? This chart, if it looks messy, you won't understand what I'm doing. So it's better I delete all this stuff because we've already, mapped everything and you guys already understand. I hope you guys are, following me, So yeah. So this is the area I will be looking out for if I want to enter the trade, right? So we've already talked about market structure and we talked about liquidity. Now, if I want to hop in trade, I want to identify the liquidity and also the entry zone. The last one is entry zone now, because now that we know the trend and we've identified the liquidity, where the liquidity is sitting, it's time for us to look for an entry. Now, if I want to enter this trade right now, I will go to 1 hour time frame. Now, let's go to 1 hour time frame and see what the market is doing. Now, we can see big picture of what the market is doing in 1 hour time frame. We can see a very massive, aggressive move here. Now, this move is crazy here, and there's another move here. There's another move here. So I think I should focus more on here first because market is likely to respect this zone, go down more before coming here. I feel like this FVG gonna be filled from this leg. It has to touch this leg before getting to this point. So I want to be focusing on this area because I want to look for an entry. Let me go in 30 minutes time frame. Now I'm in 30 minutes time frame. So don't forget, we are focusing on this zone. This is the zone we're focusing on. Yeah, this is the zone we're focusing on. So let me delete this. Let me delete this now. Now, what are we looking out for here? We are looking out for where the liquidity are sitting. So this is because we want to getting into this trade, right? And we have to first of all identify the trade, where the trade is going. As you guys can see, it's still going down. And we also identify the liquidity. Now, here is the liquidity two. This is liquidity two. This is liquidity two. This is liquidity one. So the price is likely to break this, do this, and come to this zone and calm down. So what I'm looking out for, let me just be on 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, I can clearly see fair value gap. Actually, I'm gonna explain what fair value gap means. This is my fair value gap. Yeah, this is my fair value gap. Yeah, this is my fair value gap. Yeah, let me delete this so it's not messy. You guys already know that this is the point I want to be looking out for. So this is what I'm will be looking. This is my OB. This is my OB order block. Now I'm going to be talking about order block. What order block means? Order blocks are actually key area where institutions have previously entered the market with large orders. Because of that, these zones often act as important support or resistance when the price returns to them. So when price returns to this area, it turns to resistance. And when price returns to the down one, like this is down one right now, this is down one here. So when price returns to this, so when price, like for example, comes here, when price push when price like push up like this and return to here, here it becomes support. And when price return to this zone, and get here, it becomes resistance. So these zones are the areas you're looking out for. These areas are called OB. For example, this is OB. This is OB. But don't forget, I'm not looking out for buy. I don't want to be looking out for buy. I just want to be looking out for sell opportunity. I don't want to look out for buy because everything in my mind will be sell. Because if you look out for buy, you might end up getting tapped out because you are trying to catch a falling knife. There is like, you can see the market structure is clearly bearish. So there's no way you'll be looking out for buy. So that's just it. I'm just giving you guys example. I don't want to be putting this here because I don't find there's no OB here. I don't think there's OB here because my OB is lying here, which this market is likely to get. But before this market get to this OB that I'm talking about, it has to clear all this liquidity first. So that's what I'm trying to let you know. Now let's clear this for our chart not to be messy. Now that I talked about OB and I'm going to talk about this FVG. FVG simply means fair value gaps. And these fair value gaps are area where price moved aggressively and left an imbalance behind. These are the imbalance that I'm talking about. You see, market aggressively moved to downside and left like it has imbalance. There's imbalance here. So since the market likes efficiency, price will often return to these areas before continue its trend. Price will often return to this area because market likes efficiency. So I want you to learn this. Each time you see a massive aggressive move, just know that price will always return to that area. Feel it first before continue its trend. So now, when price sweep liquidity, for example, when price sweep this liquidity, this are liquidity, 1, 2. When price sweep this liquidity, when price sweep this liquidity and return into these zones, these two zones, there's like high potential probability that you when you sell, you're in a right you're in a right setup, like high probability setup. So this give us a more precise entry, tighter stop loss, and also better risk to reward opportunities. Let me tell you something. For example, I waited this market to fill in this FVG and to tap my OB. Like, look at how I'll be entering this trade right now. I will just put my stop loss here. Or if I'm the one that enter market aggressively, I will set my sell limit here. My sell limit will be here. I want this market to tap this zone. Then my stop loss will be here. So I'm looking out for market to do this. Come here, sweep this liquidity 1, sweep this liquidity 2, tap here, and also, like for example, do this, sweep this, come this, and sweep this, and tap me in, and you see that this market will also sweep all this. By that time, all these two will turn to liquidity too, and people's stop losses will be here without knowing that there's like an FVG to fill. That's why the market was retracing. It's not like actual movement. It's just a fake movement, fake break of structure. It was just forming fake break of structure. It was just like trying to touch this OB, which is like a other block, which was their previous where they previously enter, and they want to just like touch it again, retrace it again before going down. So for me, I feel like this is the last leg that will break this structure. This is the last OB leg that will break this. So what I'm expecting this market to do is just this. You understand? There is, I mean, like, it's not like difficult. It's so easy. Once you understand how to analyze market with smart money concept, I bet you will make a lot of money in this industry. This is so simple. Just look at this chart. It's so simple. You map out your you map out you first of all identify the trend of the market, which is like down, which is bearish, and you identify all those liquidity. Now here's liquidity and here's liquidity, and you identify your FVG and your OB. Here's my OB right now sitting here, and my FVG is here to fail, and I'm waiting for this market to come and tap to this zone and also tap to this OB. Then here will be my entry point. It's just so simple. Here will be my entry point. If I'm an aggressive person, I will just put my sell limit here. The market has to, even though I'm sleeping, the market will just automatically tap me in and start moving to my direction. So that's how you make money in Forex. So I don't want you to uh, be a victim to these people, to this big institution, to this banker. I want you to move with them. I want you to also move with them. I don't want you to be a fool that will make their car to move. I want you to be inside their car to move with them too. I don't know if you understand this video, but yeah, my name is Reyes, and my mission is to help simplify trading so you can stop like gazing in the market and start trading like a real pro and start trading with confidence. And if you find this video or you find this content valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and join my community. I actually have like a Telegram channel, and I will be like adding the link on the description. So you click it and it will direct you to my community whereby you can copy my trade. It's free actually, and a lot of people take advantage of that to make money for themselves. So I want you to also make money for yourself. Take advantage of that and make money for yourself. I don't charge anything. Even this video is free. Please, the only thing I need, if you like this video, just thumbs up. Thumbs up will help, and subscribe will also help. Thank you guys. See you on the next one.